Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Happy day 9 of distance learning. It has been yet another great week of distance learning, and so we're gonna end it kind of on a high note this week. We're gonna definitely have a big change coming next week. There's gonna be some stuff that I send out a little bit before lunchtime today, parents, that will talk about how we are going to switch to Microsoft Teams and how I want to, our Zoom this afternoon was supposed to be a gum lesson. We were going to learn about verbs, and we'll do that sometime next week. But today I'm going to kind of walk the kids through our new site that we have. And then on Monday, I'm going to try to plan a Zoom call with you parents, as many as possibly can join that call, so that I can kind of teach that. I'll send some stuff home today, so be on the lookout for that update here before noon. I put out a math video yesterday. It's about 20 minutes, so it's a little bit longer, but it kind of goes over a lot of the math concepts and math strategies that they had you do through lesson 1 through 7-ish on Zearn. Whenever you get to lesson 8, that's when we're going to start getting back into the place value chips and bundling not only tens but sometimes hundreds, and bundling ones to make a 10 and bundling tens to make 100. So sometimes you'll bundle both, sometimes you won't bundle any, sometimes you'll bundle one. So we'll get into that a little bit next week. So the answer to yesterday's problem was, what is 30 less than 125? And if we think about that, 20 less would be 105. So if 20 less is 105, 30 less would have to be 95. You just take away 3 tens. So if there were 12 tens in the tens place and the hundreds place, because remember 100 is actually 10 tens, so I like to think about 120 as 12 tens. Take 3 tens away, or 30, and you have 9 tens left over, and the ones did not change, so that would have been 95. So good job if you got the answers to that one. All right, so 126th day of school. Today is April 3rd, tomorrow is April 4th, and of course yesterday was April 2nd. We have a big birthday coming up this weekend on Sunday, and so a very big happy birthday shout out to Marcus. I hope you guys have a great day on Sunday, and hopefully you make it special. And that's been it. I got to talk to a couple campers yesterday, and it was just a very good day. So 126th day of school. One more than 126 Umnia. And that is 127. Because we're just, that one's place is changing. It's getting larger by 1 or greater than by 1. One less than 126. So looking in that ones place, and it is going down or getting smaller by 1. 125 is the correct answer there. 10 more. Marcus. 10 more. And hopefully Marcus said 136, because 10 more, you have 20. If you add 10 more, 10 plus 20 is 30. And 10 less, Max. 10 less, Max. 116. Because there were 2 tens in the tens place. 1 less means we have to take one of those away, and there's 1 left over. It is, I'm going to check the weather because I have my blinds closed. It says it is partly cloudy right now. I thought I saw a little bit of sun whenever we woke up. So, and also through the blinds, it looks pretty sunny. So I'm going to go ahead and put a sunny tally because we need more sunny days. So our update on the weather, 47 sunny days, 14 rainy days, 43 cloudy, and that 1 snowy day. Today's Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. And the weather really quickly. Oh, let me do my question. If today is April 3rd, how many days ago was the 29th of March? So if today is April 3rd, how many days ago was the 29th of March? Okay, got my answer. So we'll answer that on Monday. Weather. Today, mostly sunny with a high of 63. Tomorrow is partly cloudy with a high of 64. Sunday is going to be a little bit warmer at 68. Still cloudy. Monday is also cloudy, but a high of 71. On Tuesday, April 7th, it's saying that it'll be a high of 75, but it should be pretty rainy that day. And then Wednesday, it says isolated thunderstorms, which just isolated thunderstorms kind of just means that there will be certain parts of our area. So maybe there's thunderstorms in DC and Maryland, but not so much Virginia, or it could be the opposite. Maybe it's only in Virginia. So isolated just means it's in small areas. It's not this big giant storm that's coming through. So we might get some thunderstorms that day. We might just get some rain. It really depends on how the weather and how the wind is affecting all of the weather and where it's getting pushed to and stuff like that. So I will update you on, of course, Monday and Tuesday before we get there. Thursday, Friday looks like pretty sunny, but on Friday it's a high of 58, so it's going to drop about 12 degrees by Friday from Wednesday to Friday, if not 15 degrees. And then Saturday, Sunday, bunch of rain. So next weekend's pretty rainy, but this weekend might be good to take a little bit longer of a walk or just anything that you can think of to get a little bit of sun. Miss Emily and I were out yesterday walking around, and it was just really good to get out and get some of that fresh sunshine and fresh wind and all that good stuff. All right, today we should be almost to lesson 9 on Zern. If you're on lesson 6, that's totally okay. Just keep working at it. Remember that the goal is to try to get at least one lesson each day. If the internet isn't working or if the computer's busy or something like that, there are some paper math extension pages on there that you can work on. But the big thing today is the reading and writing. So 20 minutes of Lexia. I really want to encourage everybody to get onto Lexia and practice some of those phonics skills, grammar skills, building sentences. It's just a really good program. Isla and I were talking during our Zoom call, and she said it's really, really fun, and I agree that it's still, school-based, and that's not everybody's favorite thing, but it is. You go from world to world, and you work on different things that are super, super important to your reading and writing development. The big thing today, distance learning plan day 4. So all the things that you have learned from your 2 stories. I hope that yesterday you were able to go back and find some evidence to answer your questions. And Isla and I were talking a little bit about her questions. Charlie came up with one of his questions, and he had a good one that, where is all the snow at? And that was a really good question. And there is a scientific answer to that. And global warming might have something to do with that. So hopefully you found some evidence in either the nonfiction informative story or the literary or the fiction story. Today's update says, time to plan your comic strip or diary entry. You will use all of the information about global warming and its effects to create either a comic strip or diary entry. Be sure to use today as a chance to write down all the important information that you will use on day 5 to complete the assignment. Use the graphic organizer to plan your diary entry paragraph or the main talking points for your comic strip. So really, if you're doing the comic strip, it's going to be, I don't know if it's tougher, but you want to make sure that most of the stuff on the page is a caption. And remember, captions are just sentences or a few sentences that explains what's going on in a picture. If I showed you a picture of some random fruit in Africa and I said, what is this? And if it didn't have a caption, then it would be really hard to take a guess. But if it had the caption underneath and it had the name of that fruit, you would probably use that context clue and go, oh, well, it's right underneath it. I can't, and it's this certain type of berry or something like that. So that I'm excited to see what you guys come up with that. If you're doing the diary entry, you would either be, you're going to be almost writing into your own diary, and you're going to be talking about like what you noticed today, or you might put yourself in the situation of that fiction story and talk about how you're reacting to our winter that we've had this winter. So let me know if you have any questions about that portion. Today's journal writing is optional because I think that the reading and writing portion today is the reading portion is going to take a little bit longer. So if you'd like to do the journal writing today, it says, what if a genie came to you and said, I will turn you into any tree in the world right now? How would you react to this? Give your opinion on this interaction. And then I just gave you a sentence starter because this is a little bit tougher to find out that topic sentence. So your topic sentence might say, I think it would be amazing, or I think it would be awful to be a tree. One reason I would not want to be a tree is because, or one reason I would want to be a tree. So if I was writing this, my topic sentence, I would probably use that sentence starter. I would say, I think that it would be amazing to be a tree. And I'd say that because in some, like in the rainforest or something like that, the trees are extremely tall, and so you can almost see over the entire jungle, or you can see over the entire rainforest. So I would say one reason I would want to be a tree is because I would be able to see everything I wanted to see, or I would be able to hang out with the monkeys and the birds that climb or fly all the way up to the tops of the trees and the canopy of the forest and stuff like that. And then if you have any time after all of that, then you can go ahead and complete another one of Mr. Bin's science experiments. Science experiment 1, I got to talk to Thomas a little bit about it. It was how does soap work, and the pepper was the germs and how the germs kind of ran away from your finger after you had that soap on there. And so there was some really good hypothesis on there. But today you can either do the, sorry, thought I was good at excuse me. Sorry if that was loud in my microphone. It's either the melt the rainbow. So if you have Skittles at your house, you might try that experiment out. And if you have all of the ingredients and materials for the rock in a jar, or I can't remember the exact title of it, but there is another. So there are 3 experiments altogether. So hope you guys have a great day. Parents, look out for that email coming up, before lunchtime. And students, we will Zoom this afternoon at 1:30, so I can't wait to see you all. Take care. Bye.